So we have a problem. This world, us humans, we get lonely sometimes. Goodbye, Christmas. Okay, it is now raining. Apparently we're in for some heavy rain tonight. I gotta hurry and make this video. So loneliness is almost like an epidemic. If you think smoking and being obese is bad, let me show you something. This is obesity and smoking, which we all know is bad. Enter loneliness. So I live in the beautiful city of Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm 23 years old, turning 24 in February. I have a couple friends, but none of them are truly close, and I'm sure they would agree. No girlfriend, never even had a kiss. And I spend 95% of my time alone. Why am I opening up? Because you would probably assume someone like this to be lonely. First of all, I'm not, and the difference is I choose to be alone, at least for now. And a lot of it just has to do with wanting to self-improve, some self-discovery, if you will. Obviously, those who want to self-improve see a problem in their life and want change. I want to take responsibility for my life and not rely on someone else. So whether it's going good or bad, I can't blame or give credit to anyone else besides me. But we are social creatures though. Haven't found a companion yet, but life still goes on. This is just an opportunity to learn how to enjoy life alone. So being alone does not equal loneliness, and I just want to remind people that. My last 2 videos were about being alone. I just thought I'd bring this up. So I'm just going to bring up the articles that I brought up earlier. First one is called Loneliness is as Lethal as Smoking 15 Cigarettes Per Day. If that's not a clickbait title, I don't know what is. The difference between being alone and being lonely. Loneliness isn't the same thing as being alone. Some solitude is good for you, but being alone needs to be a choice in order to be healthy. Again, I choose to be alone. It's also quite possible to feel lonely even when you're around people. If you don't feel as though those around you truly understand you, or if you fear that they wouldn't accept you if they knew the real you, being around people won't necessarily resolve your lonely feelings. Why loneliness is harmful? Lonely people are 50% more likely to die prematurely than those with healthy social relationships. There are several reasons why loneliness can be deadly. First, it reduces your immunity, which can increase your risk of disease. But it also increases inflammation in the body, which can contribute to heart disease and other chronic health conditions. Stress will also affect you more if you're lonely. So just jumping into the next article, this one is called Loneliness Rivals Obesity, Smoking as Health Risk. Loneliness has the same impact on mortality as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, making it even more dangerous than obesity. If you're not getting the point yet, loneliness is pretty bad. What it's not. Loneliness isn't simply about being alone. Some people are happy on their own. And it's not how many people you know or how often you see them or a bad day when you don't feel connected. What matters is to have strong connections. Loneliness is a growing health epidemic. We live in the most technologically connected age in the history of civilization, yet rates of loneliness have doubled since the 1980s. Loneliness is being fueled by a variety of things, including work demands, improper sleep schedules, not spending enough time with family or socializing with friends, and a lack of me time. How to feel less lonely. I think I'll let you read this on your own. I'll put the links in the description, but I want to share you some of my thoughts on this. Without getting into that part of the article, I just want to share you my thoughts and opinions. I've experienced loneliness maybe 2 to 3 times in my life. If you're watching and never experienced loneliness before, consider yourself one of the lucky ones. But there are people in this world that can smile and always look happy, but you never know how they're really feeling on the inside. So the severity of my loneliness back then was never high, but was enough that I can empathize with those who do have it. But if you are lonely, what I find might help is having purpose or finding what you love to do. That might be a bit challenging. For me, that's running. I'm an aspiring distance runner, so every morning when I wake up, I know what I have to get done. This keeps me busy. If you're lonely, maybe try exercising. This might not solve all your issues, but it will help your mental health. And some people look at exercising as something they have to do. But if you look at it as something that's going to improve your overall mental health, then it might be worth taking a look at. And besides, humans were designed to move, not to sit on a couch or behind a desk all day. I mean, we're animals after all, right? So with this video, I just wanted to shine light on the topic, both about being alone and being lonely. I hope you understood the difference, but my solution to loneliness might work for some, it might not work for you. But I just personally found that having purpose helps, so I thought I'd share that. It's just you're always thinking about what to do next, and that's all you're thinking about. If you don't have purpose, you're deep in your own thoughts, which will make you feel less lonely. So yeah, it's time for me to go home. It's 4:17 and cold as a mother. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a topic I care about because I'm alone most of the time, but not lonely. Time for some B-roll.
We always had Newport, babe. Our escape from the world that we don't understand. We always had Newport, babe.
Huge props to the designer of this, by the way. This is designed for handicapped people. I'm obviously not handicapped, so I'm taking the stairs. Besides, it's good exercise. So if you're ever in the Rothfield area in downtown Vancouver and like ice skating, they got a free ice rink. I mean, it looks nice, but jammed packed. So if you like skating and into crowds, this is the spot.